this video, Paul of Kingdom Forge will shape his bearded axe, forge it to shape, and talk about his worst student ever, Mark Wahlberg.
Next up, one of my favourite pieces of machinery, my ANYANG 45 kilo power hammer. Absolute beast of a hammer, moves material with no problem. So what we're going to do is go straight under the ANYANG, and you can see we're just going to draw that material, that blade material, up and down, and we're going to just forge out that blade until it's roughly the shape that we want. This can then be refined at a later date to make it absolutely sweet and spot on, giving us minimal grinding to do. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Well, the steel isn't. Sorry. Heat, you bastard! You're in the fire, get fucking hot! So, we don't measure temperature, of course, unless you're going through heat treatment. We do everything by eye. So forges are usually quite dimly lit, so I can actually tell the colour of the steel, and therefore, how the steel is going to behave when it gets smacked by a big power hammer. Makes my job a lot easier, but yeah, we just work solely off of colour. And talking of colour, we're at the perfect temperature, so let's go. Onto the swage block, drift goes in like so, and then back over to the big power hammer, and under we go. And with the hole drifted to size, we're now going to head on and back over to the ANYANG, and we're going to spread the cheeks of the axe up and down. And we use the fullering dies because we want that material to spread in one direction. So we use the fullering dies, spreading that material, and you can see I'm constantly moving the axe backwards and forwards and just spreading those cheeks, giving it a really nice height. Try saying that with a straight face. I need to do one more round of that because I slightly fucked that up. Let's go, go, go. Go for it. So I like using a mixture of both sledgehammer work or striking work as well as the power hammer. I think you can get a lot more finesse and control when you're finishing and when you're straightening with a flatter and tools like that than you can straight off the power hammer without certain jigs and tooling. So there are certainly times where a bit more of a delicate touch is needed, more than, you know, bang, 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 bang with a 200 weight power hammer. But yeah, so good to have a mixture of both hand hammering and power hammer forging as well. Okay. Well, that's it, we're done. My favourite part about what I do, I think, has to be seeing what we make on the big screen. So it's all well and good. I mean, you look at something you've made, for instance, the axe that we forged, and you think, yeah, that's fantastic. I made that, and I'm very proud to have made that. But then to take it to the next level, if you get to see something that you've made on the big screen in cinema, that is when you think that makes everything worth it. And it is my favourite part about the job, is just seeing other people appreciate your work and seeing it, you know, pay off in the end. Taught Mark Wahlberg, worst student I've ever had. Hi Mark. We worked with Mark Wahlberg on Infinite, a Anton Fuqua film, which has just come out on Amazon Prime, which is, okay, up until the blacksmithing scene, watch that and then turn it off. Go and watch Forging Fire. Here at Kingdom Forge, I like to use a fly press to stamp on my maker's mark. So we are going to get it really nice and hot, walk it on over to the fly press, and up the arm goes, axe goes underneath, make sure it's lined up, and then full pelt, we are going to absolutely launch the arm down, and it's going to swing round and then stamp our axe with our maker's mark so that everybody knows exactly where it's come from. There we go. Well, two last little things to do. We're going to bevel the edge on the anvil, then we're going to straighten her up, then start heat treatment and go for lunch. We pretty much have our axe forged at this point, so what I'm going to do is I'm now going to just bevel the edge. So I'm going to take it out of the forge onto my anvil, and with hand hammer I'm just going to forge those bevels on and just bring that down, because again, we want minimal grinding. We want to forge to finish. So you can see I'm just going to forge that in a little bit more, right down to about 3 millimeters or thereabouts, and then we can move on to the next step. So next up, what we're going to be doing is straightening the axe, making sure that the blade is in line with the drift, so that when we go to half the thing, obviously it lines up with the handle, and we're going to use the vise to do that. And then once the axe is straight and fit for purpose, we are then going to go and normalize it, reset the grain structure, let it chill out in the hot tub at Gasmark 2000, relax, so that it is then ready to begin hardening and tempering. That's it. It's done. Done and dusted. Ready for normalising. So let's get another heat. The heat treating starts with normalising. So again, whilst we've been forging it and batching it around, we've been putting a lot of stress onto the grain structure. So we are just going to bury it into the coals once it's got up to a critical temperature, non-magnetic, and then we're going to let that chill out in the hot tub at Gasmark 2000 and sort of think about what it's done and relax. Let that grain structure normalise, and then it's going to be perfect for hardening and then tempering. Bearded axes. So a bearded axe is just a style of axe with a beard, so where the blade will come down a little bit more than this, like so, and they can be used for a variety of things. They can be used in the kitchen if you really want. They can be used for woodworking and for carving. They can be used for chopping wood, of course, and historically we use for fighting as well. Nice big beard gives you that really nice big blade, that big contact area, so that if you're fighting with it, you've got a nice big hefty axe and loads of blade. So that is sort of historically where bearded axes come in. Then you have loads of different sort of subtypes of bearded axes. You have things like side axes and all the rest of it. So they're very versatile tool.
We will be giving this bearded axe that Paul made in this video. Rules are extremely simple. Join our YouTube channel, link in the description to join, and you're automatically in the draw. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. Check out this other knife maker while you wait for part 3 to come out. See you in the next video.